Jackson's 1988 autobiography, Moonwalk, was edited by Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. How did Curious George get to America? He was captured in Africa by the man with the yellow hat. With his yellow hat. An urban legend claimed Zima was not detectable by a breathalyzer, boosting its popularity among the young and gullible. On Saved by the Bell, the college years, A.C. Slater learned his last name was actually Sanchez. His dad changed it to get into the military academy. In the first Kentucky Derby in 1875, 13 of the 15 jockeys were black. Of the first 28 Derby winners, 15 were black. Tim Tebow's sister Katie married Cannon Shepard, a 6'8" 315-pound former defensive lineman from Duke who briefly played for the Jaguars. Louis Anderson was originally cast as Balky's cousin on Perfect Strangers. After the unaired pilot, Mark Linn-Baker took over the role. Belmont University offered a course this year called Oh Look, a Chicken, embracing distraction as a way of knowing. Brenda Lee was only 13 when she recorded Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. Dr. Ruth was trained as a sniper by the Israeli military. Asperger syndrome is named for Austrian pediatrician Hans Asperger, who described it in 1944. He called his patients little professors. The term lawn mullet refers to a neatly manicured front lawn with an unmowed mess in the back. There was a long-lost fourth member of Snap, Crackle, Pop gang. POW represented Rice Krispies' explosive nutritional value. QR codes have been popping up in cemeteries. When you scan a code on a gravestone, you can read an obituary and see photos of the deceased. Judge Judy makes $45 million a year. To prevent baby Jesus theft, Brickhouse Security's Saving Jesus program offers a free GPS tracker for the star of your nativity scene. The USDA's Food and Safety Inspection Service allows the use of the term WYNGZ to denote a product that is in the shape of a wing or bite-sized appetizer-type product, but that contains no wing meat, but under certain conditions. These conditions include the stipulation that the poultry used is white chicken with or without skin, and that a prominent, conspicuous, and legible descriptive name, for example, contains no wing meat, is placed in close proximity to the descriptive name and linked to wings by use of an asterisk. After Outkast sang "Shake It Like a Polaroid Picture," Polaroid released this statement: "Shaking or waving can actually damage the image." In 1983, before Sally Ride became the first American woman in space, a reporter asked, "Do you weep when things go wrong on the job?" said that before he started eating cookies, his name